just put some new tines on this this old power. It's a Lely 45 4 metre, and we got some new tines off Paul at Poclain, and our Ollie's put it through a couple of days to make sure the power was right, because we bought it at a local sale to sell on, really, and we've decided it's that good that we're going to keep it. It's got a monstrous packer roller, crumbler roller on it, and for dry going and sandy soils, I favour a big packer, a big roller like that, rather than a packer. It runs like a clock. It's got oil is in where it should be in the bed, no leaks. The gearbox runs very tight, so yeah. And I gave next to out for this, but it was presented terrible. It was like 6 inch of soil all over it, and it just looked terrible. It looked like it was destined for the scrap heap, and I saw sort of potential in it, and it looks good. So we've treated it to about 400 quid worth of tines though, and a new PTO guard. So yeah, it'll do us this time. Anyway, I've ordered another set because we've got the same power under a drill, under a polymat drill. Brilliant piece of kit. I mean, I don't know why a lot of folk are so against Lely machinery, because I think it's very, very good. And we're going to treat that to a new set of tines, because it would be all right in these dry conditions, but wet going, I think you soon end up burning more fuel than you should. And bulldozing and not making a job neither. So we're sort of doing it before the weather breaks. But yeah, we got our money's worth out of the tines, or the people before us did, and as I say, we run it for a day like it, and it went well. I mean, I am a great fan of powers because they're a bit greedy on the juice. You know, use a lot of diesel, but I still think they've got a place, because if you can get that seed a good start in a good seed bed, good start, good finish sort of thing, you know. Yeah, when you look at that, you don't realise how much metal you've warmed. So, but now she's as tight as out, it really is. Really pleased. And honestly, we give next to nothing for it. Skimming this dike out with our odd digger. My dad's never seen it dry, and he'll have been here since '62, I think, at the bought the farm, and yeah, never seen this dike run dry, which is, I don't know, because usually when we're digging it out, usually it's later on in season, but we're sort of jumping on and off, putting minnows and gudgeon back in, so they'll have perished. Yeah, we're just not taking too much out, just taking slop out. You know, silt what's come out at drains and blown in over winter and that. And you know, just down to gravel, you see that gravelly bit? Well, that's your base of your dike. So we're just taking like 6 inches slop out. I mean, I'm making a bad job, I'm no artist with it, but no, for what she's worth, for these type of jobs, it's ideal. I mean, this hard lass is nearly worth as much dead scrap price as she is alive. So I mean, once we get a massive breakdown with her, I hope I aren't tempting fate, she'll probably, I think, local scrap lads up, and they'll take engine out of it and scrap rest. But for what it's worth, it does us proud like. We do really keep on top of our dikes, because obviously it drains what come out at fields, what go into these dikes, what go downhill to the becks, to the rivers, to the estuaries, to the sea. And if you can keep them pots, so the free running, so a drain pot comes out your field and it's dropping water, obviously it's running faster because there's no resistance in pushing itself into a dike what's got too much water in or too much silt in. It runs a lot freer and it'll run a lot of water. So yeah, we make an effort and do a lot of ditching. So I mean, for what it costs, you'd be stupid not to, I think. And we've had it where this dyke's bunged up. There's a culvert what comes under our track where the van is, and we've had that bung up with where it's come a deluge of water, and it's flowed all this water cress and one thing down, bung that culvert up, and can't get through. And we've had all, well, I would say 20 acre plus underwater, and then you clean the culvert out and it brays down here, and away it goes nearly as fast as it comes. But if you don't keep on top of things, you could end up with a right mess. Like we cleaned the main dike out right down to the main road, to the scrapyard there. So it runs twice as fast, half as deep, and I can't understand why the Environment Agency can't see this with rivers. You know, like the River Derwent, it's silted up to buggery in bottom, and there's willow trees holding the flow back and I don't think, you know, get some good gangs with some good machines, you know, some big 360s or drag lines like they used to do, and then put the silt on the land, you know, organise with the farmers and just keep doing a bit at a time. And but anyway, it's not for us to wonder why, is it, with Environment Agency? I shouldn't slate them too much. We're making a mess, but there is a plan. We have got a plan. What this dike here, what I've just slopped out, there's a lot of water being held now because we can't do the last 5 buckets. So what we've done, we're just moving. We've just chopped a willow tree down, what was rotten anyway, so it wanted to be away. So I can slide behind that one and get the last 5 buckets. You know, we are butchering trees because, you know, I think they're marvellous, you know, like trees and big edges and one thing for another. Well, the earth slums and also for nature, like. So, yeah, it's our husbandry, keeping on top of stuff, because you can soon end up, if you don't do these little jobs, losing the battle against drainage and dikes and one thing or another. So, oh yeah, that little thing, I'm going to show you this thing. We got it last year and I did put it on a video. Like, Digger's batteries are knackered, and to be fair, last time it was down here, somebody nicked the batteries and the diesel out of it. So we don't leave it laying about. But, I mean, we've got this starter charger, we got it off eBay. I'm sure it was about 70 quid. And, you know, pick one of them at Hilton one as well, because it was a little bit dearer than rest. I'm sure it was about 70 or 80 quid. And yeah, 1224 volt, and yeah, it's bloody marvellous. Yeah, it really is. We use it all the time. Irrigation pump, digger, you know, how we suspect batteries. Yeah, I know you can say go get a new battery, but then you leave ignition on, and you know, we carry it all over in van. We just come away for a couple of days, and we're just down the road from RAF Leeming. There's been loads of planes going over, and now there's loads of parachutists. Quite interesting, really. I'll tell you what we have noticed as well, swallows. There's hundreds of swallows, which is marvellous to see. And I'm in charge of tea, look, barbecue tea. There's another 9, but we don't know which plane they've come out of, because we never heard a plane or out. But they're heading over there, that's where they land. You can hear them, can't you, talking to each other? They look very close together, but I don't think they are, because you know, you think they get tangled, wouldn't you? We've just fallen across Jack at Mainsgill Farm. Didn't know he was here. I thought he was around Whitby area. But yeah, he's got a hell of a going on here. We've just been walk around his shop. Bloody great queue for his cafe. And yeah, well done, Jack. Bit of a busman's holiday, really. We're up in the Yorkshire Dales. Is it Yorkshire Dales? Well, nearly on Cumbrian border, to be honest. We're off to see the Yorkshire Shepherdess and Clive. We're off to coffee and a scone there, or scone. Coffee and a scone there. You can call it scone if you want, if you're that way out. But yeah, it's beautiful up here. But we've just said, me and Nicky, that I bet it's not like this in winter. See for miles you can down there. It's a better climate for growing grass though. The grass is as lush as out it is. Look at that. Bloody plastic everywhere. Look at that, someone's just chucked their bottle down. Flipping idiots. Up here, we've seen fly tipping and all. There was just round corner down there, there was bloody loads of black plastic bags someone just oiled out of their car. Bloody idiots.
Plastic man on a mission again.
Superhero, Anna. It's grand down there, you can see for miles. I don't know, I know we aren't far off. We're in Yorkshire here. Cumbria that way, I think. And I'm sure that's Lancashire. I think we're sort of within 5 or 6 miles from each border, but I ain't sure there. Because my geography is nearly as bad as my spelling. But it's something else up here. But like I say, you won't, in winter, different climate up here, you'd be bloody beaten by the rain and the wind, I reckon. Just pulled up, they're all grouse shooting at bottom. There's a line of beaters. Oh, you can hear that shot. Walking right down there. And oh, they're all parked up there. But where we were looking at sheep earlier on, where I picked that bottle up, we were actually in Cumbria, but we've just come 2 miles down the road and we're just going into Yorkshire Dales National Park. And that side is Cumbria, look. So I wasn't so far out, so my geography maybe isn't that bad. But yeah, just they're getting a few shots and all, so. Still in August as well, I didn't realise that you could shoot grouse as early. They're as common as bloody pheasants, they are. I thought they were a rare thing. But yeah. Oh, they make a funny noise. Could you pick that up? It's coming this way. God, he's very tame. Whether they've been farm reared, I don't know for job for shooting, but you stay there, don't go over there, you get shot. Found this little beauty, Zeta crystal. But it's in real good condition now. Could do with that with a fate spreader on it, lay them at times. Yeah, we've just been to the Tanhill pub, which is the highest pub in Britain, and it's where the American Werewolf in London was filmed. If you're well, 45 and over, you might remember that one. So stick to the path. And you haven't missed that dartboard in 20 years. We're near Reeth and it's really grass country, but there's in this valley bottom there's a lot of spring barley, and he's cutting it here, and it's quite hilly and all, and it isn't an hillsider combine. I don't know what model it is. It's 7 Series, I think. Hell of a swath of straw, I know that. $7.80 that one, another one working down the road. They're all at it. And it's a bit weird really. There's some flat land, well, it's hilly as hell around here, and then there's a few plateaus where they've got some spring barley and it looks right good crops. So yeah, 2 big Lexians, a 750 and a was that 780? 780. And where we're off, we're heading towards Amanda and Clive, the Yorkshire Shepherdess, and it looks really bleak in front of us. So whether they've got rain, I don't know. Do you recognise where we are? Just had a cup of coffee and a scone at Raven, what is it? Raven Seat Farm. Didn't see Amanda or Clive, but we saw the eldest daughter Raven. She's in charge of cafe, and one of young lasses, and the young lad Sydney. Oh, and Reuben, he was pottering about in the yard mending something. So yeah, it's worth a look if you ever get a chance. But I can imagine it's a bleak all in winter. This is the terrain where that Raven Seat Farm is, and you can just imagine it in winter being very, very windy and wet and very hard to find at a farm. Like sheep country, that's all it is. It's grand today, it really is.